Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Vdub here, and I want to welcome you to my 2018 College Football Playoff Projection video. If there is a projection video out, that means we have the College Football Playoff rankings in real life are out, as the latest standings are now officially out, and these videos come out every Wednesday afternoon at noon Eastern, so keep an eye on that. In order to do that, please hit that like and subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. So without further ado, we are going to go through how this whole process works. So here's how it's going to work out. If you're playing in the conference championship game in real life, that means you're going to be guaranteed a spot whether you win the conference championship game or be the runner-up. Now, as far as group of 5 teams go, the top 3 third-place finishers in the group of 5 will get a spot into the college football playoff in this 2018 field, as well as 7 at-large teams. 4 brackets will consist of 7 teams each, just like the NFL playoffs. And just like the NFL playoffs, the top seeds in each bracket will have the first round bye and will reseed, meaning that the highest seed will play the lowest seed remaining. The first and second round games will be played at the site of the higher seed, and in the quarterfinals and the semifinals will be played at the designated New Year's Six bowl games, which will be determined by the close proximity of each number 1 seed, and then of course the number 1 overall seed will have the shorter travel to both their quarter and semifinal bowl games. The national championship game will be played, of course, where the actual national championship game will be played. And all games on this channel will be CPU versus CPU via College Football 26. And we will have more information about how that will work out on the actual selection show, which we will reveal coming up shortly. And here is how I'm going to use the criteria for how the seedings and selections are made. First of all, we're going to use the College Football Playoff rankings because those are the most important rankings coming up in the real game right now. But then I also will use the AP poll because it is possible that you could be ranked in the AP poll and still not be ranked in the college football playoff rankings, especially if you are a group of 5 team. And then we'll go through the votes received in the AP poll, followed by the ESPN Football Power Index rankings to determine how you'll be seated and slotted. And here are the projection episodes here for November 5th, 12th, 19th, 26th, and December 3rd at noon Eastern, followed by the official selection show will be on Sunday, December 7th, 2025. I want to try to say this will probably be out around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern time. And now with that, without further ado, it is time to see the projected 28 teams that are in my 2018 field, how it would look like if it was December 7th. And we start off with the Sugar Bowl bracket where Ohio State would be the number 1 seed, and they are number 1 in the college football playoff ranking, projected to be in the Big Ten championship game. Number 2 seed would be the Oklahoma Sooners. They would be one of the at-large teams, whether they host number 7 Southern Miss, who are currently leading the Sun Belt Western Division. That if they win that division, they'll be in the Sun Belt Championship game. The number 3 seed would be the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Number 9 in the college football playoff rankings would be one of the at-large teams, and they would host number 6 Western Michigan, who are currently actually in first place in the MAC in the regular season standings. They are actually, at the time of this recording, leading by double digits right now, their game against Northern Illinois. So they're the front runners to be in the MAC right now, in the MAC championship game. The number 4 seed, the Tulane Green Wave from the American. They are actually the only group of 5 team ranked in the top 25 in the latest college football playoff, and they would be in the American championship game against Navy right now if the regular season were to come to an end. And they would host the number 5 seed James Madison Dukes. And technically, James Madison is the first team to actually punch their ticket into the 28-team college football playoff, as they won the Sun Belt Eastern Division, and they are going to be playing for the Sun Belt Championship game. And we now head to the Cotton Bowl bracket here, where the number 1 seed, the Indiana Hoosiers, number 2 in the college football playoff rankings, actually technically by a half a game, lead the Ohio State Buckeyes in the Big Ten regular season standings. Don't think they have punched their ticket yet, but they are number 1 seed in this bracket, and because they had a number 2 overall seed over Texas A&M, they get the higher priority of being in the Cotton Bowl for their quarterfinal game. The number 2 seed would be the Oregon Ducks, an at-large team out of the Big Ten, and they would host the number 7 seed Jacksonville State Gamecocks, who are currently the only undefeated team in Conference USA. They'd be in the Conference USA championship game. They had a big win against Kennesaw State last week that actually knocked Kennesaw State out of my projections right now. The number 3 seed, the Alabama Crimson Tide, fall 6 spots actually. They were the number 1 seed in the Rose Bowl bracket. Now they are number 3 in the Cotton Bowl bracket. Number 10 in the college football playoff ranking as an at-large team. They would host the number 6 seed Fresno State Bulldogs, who would be in the Mountain West Conference championship game if the regular season were to come to an end. Then we have the number 4 seed, the Virginia Cavaliers. They are number 19 in the latest college football playoff ranking and would be in the ACC championship game. And they would host the number 5 seed, the North Texas Mean Green, the first of the top 3 group of 5 third-place finishers. They are currently ranked number 22 in the AP poll. And I'm very surprised, though, they didn't drop in the college football playoff rankings a couple of slots, but the number 1 seed in the Orange Bowl bracket and number 3 overall in the college football playoff ranking would be the number 1 would be the Texas A&M Aggies at 10-0 on the season. They came back from 27 down at halftime to beat South Carolina. Number 2 seed would be the Ole Miss Rebels at number 6 in the college football playoff ranking, and they are an at-large team. They would host the number 7 seed Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, who would be in the Conference USA championship game right now. The number 3 seed BYU Cougars, who are number 11 in the college football playoff ranking. They would not be in the 12-team playoff, but they're in my playoff. They would host number 6, the Ohio Bobcats from the MAC, one of the top 3 group of 5 third-place finishers right now. And they are currently playing a game against UMass, and they are winning by 14 late in the third quarter at the time of this recording. The number 4 seed, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, number 16 in the college football playoff ranking, would be in the ACC championship game right now. That is why you see them in my playoff right now. And the number 5 seed, the Navy Midshipmen from the American Conference. They are actually first place in the regular standings right now. They actually had 61 votes in the AP poll. They are the number 5 seed in the Orange Bowl bracket. Now looking at the entire bracket, the Peach Bowl and the Fiesta Bowl will be your 2 semifinal games. The Peach Bowl will pit the winners of the Sugar Bowl bracket versus the Rose Bowl bracket, while the Fiesta Bowl would pit the winners of the Cotton Bowl bracket against the Orange Bowl bracket. And as I mentioned, the reason why you see the bracket the way it looks like right now is because, as I said, the teams do reseed after every game. So that means the highest seed, the number 1 seed, will play the lowest remaining seed from the first round matchup, and the second highest seed will play the second lowest seed coming out of that weekend. So let's say, for example, 7, 4, and 3 win. Then you have the 4 versus a 3 and the 1 versus a 7 in the second round matches. So that's how reseeding works here. And that is your bracket projections for November 19, 2025. And that is going to do it for my 2018 college football playoff projection video for November 19th, 2025. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when these videos do come out. And coming up in just a couple of hours from now, we will have more NBA 2K26 content, as well as later on at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will have my first college football 25 simulation for week 13. I'm not sure at the time of the recording what game it will be. Look on my community tab. I'll have those games I'll have those games up by the time this video comes up. So I hope you do enjoy this. We only have 2 more projection videos, one for November 26th and one for December 3rd, before we have our selection show on December 7th. That will probably be around 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you again for watching. I am Vinny from Vdub Productions, and I am signing off.